Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie. If you are here for the very first time, and you are welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I made Garri from scratch. Garri is a versatile staple West African food made from cassava tubers. It can be consumed as a refreshing snack when added in cold water, milk, peanuts, and sugar, or adding hot water in it to form a dough, which can then be eaten with any accompaniment of your choice, such as any vegetable soup, peanut butter soup, grilled fish, whatever you feel comfortable with. The various steps involved are harvesting the cassava tubers or buying, like in my case, peeling, grating, fermenting, squeezing to extract excess water, sieving, and then roasting to get the final product. So as you can see, I'm peeling my cassava tubers. The next thing I did after peeling was wash my cassava tubers thoroughly. They need to be very nice and clean before we proceed to grating. After cleaning them thoroughly, I went ahead and cut them into smaller pieces that will fit in my grater. I then went ahead and grated all the tubers, which have to form a pulp, but in this case, my grater is produced in rather small straws or small string-like structures, which are not the perfect. After all the grating was done, I went ahead to transfer it into my food processor, and I started the blending with a pause button because I was scared I might overblend. But after some time, I noticed that it wasn't giving me the smooth or the normal consistency. So I decided to blend normally while filling from time to time. I made sure not to use a lot of water because, first of all, the grating process had reduced the workload for the engine or the workload for the food processor. So in this case, it's not going to overwork. So there's no need for me to be adding a lot of water. I repeated the process over and over until everything was exhausted. From the food processor, I went ahead and poured everything that I blended into a bowl, and I made sure that I scraped every leftovers in every of the containers or anything that had touched the pulp. And I mixed that up all together, covered the bowl, and set it aside to let it ferment for a day before I continue the process. The fermentation is going to give the Garri its distinctive flavor. My intention was to even let these things sit there and ferment for like 2 days, but because I had a lot of things to do, I just had to interrupt the process at this stage. But when I tasted it, it gave me just the taste I wanted. Proceeded by pouring it into this sack, which original content was corn flour, but unfortunately it wasn't permeable enough to let the water seep out, so I had to change by transferring everything into this small mesh bag, as you all can see. And I made sure to collect all of that starch because I'm going to use it for something else. And in case you're wondering what I want to be doing with that starch, that is how you obtain starch that's used in laundry and many other stuffs. I went ahead and squeezed the bag or squeezed the content of its excess water, and when I couldn't do that anymore, I devised a means and placed a heavy load on the bag and let the water drain out completely. After there was no more water left, it was time for me to roast my cassava flakes or Garri. So I went ahead and brought a bowl, as you can see, and I used my colander to act as a sieve. During this sieving process, I placed my non-stick frying pan on the fire to preheat. I then went ahead and introduced my sieved flakes into my preheated frying pan, and with the help of a spatula, I kept stirring, and I made sure I didn't let it unattended to for more than a minute, because I was doing this on high heat. I hope you've noticed that at this stage, the Garri or the quantity of flakes I poured into the frying pan have greatly reduced. It's not like I took some and kept elsewhere. It's just the effect of the heat and the roasting. I made sure I grilled it until I started getting that crispy or that sound that was produced from the frying pan. Guys, drying your Garri enough is going to guarantee a longer shelf life than when you don't dry it. So I hope you take note of that. The more you dry it, the better it is for you, because it can last as long as possible. But if you don't dry it, it's going to mold and get spoiled. So at this stage, my Garri was all ready, and I let it cool down before pouring into my airtight storage container, ready to consume whenever or however I want. And at this stage, our Garri making process is complete. So guys, if you follow the process up to this stage, kindly let me know your opinions about this preparation or about this food in the comment section. Like and share, and also subscribe to those of you who have not yet subscribed. Thank you for always watching my videos, and have a nice time. Bye.